All right. Hey, we've got some rain. That is just incredible to top this, baby. We're talking about amazing weather. It has been cold. We had a record cold on Sunday, freezing weather to the north and northeast. It's like, what is going on? Kerry Cox up in Bartlesville was mentioning just things haven't really greened up a whole lot because it's been cold and dry. And vegetation doesn't have a really good chance if we start with this cold weather. That is about to change, though, and so is this horrible looking number that I've looked at for 237 days. It is amazing what's happened in the Panhandle and even in Stillwater. 68 days since at one time a quarter inch of rain. I mean, that just seems so mind-boggling for the month of April. And then we're at a month for multiple locations here in eastern Oklahoma. It just turned out bone dry all of a sudden after just being full of mud and everything else. So the drought is still there. But I think there's going to be a massive dent put in this drought once we get finished. It's been mild weather, but we still have some cold air that's going to come around. And it's mild, but it's not warm. It's not your typical warming up in the 80s to near 90 again. We had that brief period of time. That will change, though, when we get into the future. Right now, we have our first wave coming through. Main part of the storm system is just near Boise and then also extending back down to Salt Lake City. That's the main part of the storm system. That's to slide down here. And then there's a second part that'll come in on Friday afternoon and evening. Right now, we do have scattered showers and temperatures have dropped off into the 50s here, 40s out in the Panhandle with no rain at this point out west. But we have rain here, moderate to occasionally heavy rain with clap of thunder or two down in the southeast. But for the most part, it's just a colder rain tonight and showers. It's not really heavy, but we're looking at some new data, and that new data says, hey, there's going to be a lot of water that's going to be falling. So it's wave after wave of showers coming through. So we'll start tomorrow morning kind of like where we are, a few sprinkles, a few light showers, but quickly bands of rain and showers will move across the area. Some of this is going to be heavy at times, a few rumbles of thunder possible. It's going to be cold because we'll only be in the 50s all day long. And then we'll be looking for rain and showers, heavy at times, for tomorrow night into Wednesday morning. I haven't said this in like forever. It's like weird trying to say this. And then showers and thunderstorms are going to still be around for Wednesday evening into Thursday morning before it wraps up and the main storm system rotates on out of here. So it's going to be cold really through Thursday. We might warm up a little bit, 50s to low 60s, but it's still very chilly with cloudy skies around. And then we're talking about Friday. That next system comes in the afternoon, a little bit warmer. We'll be in the 60s. And then by the time we talk about the amount of rainfall, some of the new data is saying anywhere from 3 to 5.5 inches of rain during this next 5 days. So it's an amazing amount of water. Far western Panhandle doesn't see that much, and where we really want it up into southeastern Kansas, we do see some chances of getting 1 to 3 inches of rain because, as we know, Bartlesville now on level 3 of their water rationing, and that's the last thing that you guys want is to not get any rain. So hopefully this will work out in your favor. Saturday we'll have some clouds, and it'll start to improve. The temperatures in the 60s. Sunday, 60s, low 70s. So your weekend is coming up great. Just the rest of your work week is a bit on the wet and definitely on the cold side. So be ready for that. Odds of rain now are up to 90% for tomorrow and again on into Wednesday. Tapering off, brief break on Thursday night, and then Friday afternoon into Friday night. It's next chance showers. Slight chance late next week. One other thing that is quite interesting is it's going to be cold here for a while, but look what happens as we kind of transition and start to head into May. All of a sudden our temperatures go above normal. So instead of like averaging in the 70s, we're going to be pushing 80s to maybe 90 for a period of time. So that's a huge shift of what's happening. And we thank the jet stream for hopefully this storm system, which will roll on through and give us some much needed rain for Oklahoma. Hopefully the wheat fields as well, because out in western Oklahoma, they need every drop. All right, 58 degrees and showers around as we work our way through the morning hours. It'll be chilly, and we're looking for temperatures that'll be hanging around 50, and then we're struggling all day long. So it is more of a coat day and a rain jacket day, because that's just what we have to deal with. After that, notice the rain chances. There's that little tapering off on Thursday afternoon, and then coming back again late to Friday night, and then maybe ending hopefully Saturday morning, just in time for your weekend. Everybody's happy. People get rain, have a good weekend, and eventually it warms up for those who want it warm.